Welcome back. We want you to join us in making money in crypto. We'll show you how in ordinary terms with easy step-by-step guides. So guys, buckle up, hold on to your seats, and let's go on this amazing adventure together. Welcome back to Crypto Rocket. So certainly been an interesting time in the crypto market. Let's look at Market Watch. What we'll do is we'll look at the current state of the Bitcoin market. We'll look at the Bitcoin dominance and also the altcoin dominance. And what does it mean for you? Does it mean that your crypto and altcoins are going to go up, or is it going to come down? What's the general feel of how we're doing in this crypto crazy world we're all living in, which will hopefully make us loads of money? The second thing we'll talk about is around the news. You may have heard around the seams that we're getting more dominance through PayPal, Visa, etc., etc. This is obviously great signs for us. And as you're that 1% in the crypto listening to this video, we really are early adopters, and it's an amazing opportunity for us to really benefit and make life differences with the amount of money we can make out of crypto. Then we will look at the altcoins, so Ether in particular, or Ethereum. That saw a sharp rise around Easter, which we've been expecting for some time. People were getting very nervous. It had been suppressed down a lot, but finally it managed to smash through the 2,000 US dollar mark, and it's still rising. So this is a great sign for altcoins, and we'll talk a bit about that. And then finally, we'll just wrap up talking about the future of Bitcoin, about the adoption again, some price predictions, what the experts are saying, and banks for that reason, like JP Morgan. We're hearing some really interesting chats coming from the top guys in those big, large investment companies. In fact, I work for JP Morgan, so I know that them quite well. Okay, so let's dive straight in and look at Market Watch. So the what's been really interesting, actually yesterday, the market cap went over 2 trillion. As you can see today, it's just come down a little bit. But this is a real big significance. It really does trigger those news stories, and you may have seen it in the press. So this is about a tenth of gold market cap, but it really shows the adoption. And what we'll do, we'll expect that to rise quite dramatically in the next few months. But it's certainly always a good figure to look at when I come into coin market cap, which is a de facto really of all prices, and that's what we all use. First thing I always look, and that gives me a good indication of how the market's trending. And I tend to kind of ignore this. This is how much is actually being traded. It's been a bit of a sideways market for Bitcoin at the moment. It's trying to hit through the $60,000 mark. And this is like a real psychological level that so a lot of people take profits at that. I've set take profits every time we get near it. The market's automatically selling all these orders, so it's hard to get just over the 60,000. However, what we're seeing is if it goes over the 60,000, we're expecting a massive run up to 70 pretty rapidly. So I trade Bitcoin. So as soon as this goes over 60, I'll put a leverage long, which means I'll be betting that the price will go up, and I'll probably leverage that 15 or 20 times my stake, and hopefully make some very nice sweet profits from that. But certainly everyone's really waiting for that 60,000 to come through. Another very interesting time tab to look at is around the Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, it is just shy of 55%, What this actually means is, I mean, a few weeks ago it was 59, it's come down to 54.5. So this means, in fact, that the altcoins are gaining momentum. There's more money being pumped into the altcoins, and this is really where you're going to make your big gains. So this is a really good sign, and it's saying that it could almost be alt season, which you may hear around, and that basically means when the altcoins really start getting this amazing growth and pumps. Obviously, as with this capitalization, if you're investing in altcoins and you're risk averse, I would definitely keep it within the kind of the top 15 or 20, because anything below that, when the market does turn, which we believe will be in September, October-ish sort of time, the lower cap ones, or the ones to drop off really fast, but we'll be on top of it, and we'll certainly be talking about how do we retain our profits, what's our exit strategy. So you've made all this money, you don't lose it. Like a lot of us, including myself, lost hundreds of thousands in the last bear market, which was in 2018, January, February, where it just kept on. We were held on, thinking it would go up. It was totally unexpected. We didn't expect it to drop off so much, and a lot of us got burnt. So the community at a large are very cautious, and we're looking at various indicators. I'll do a video about that, about what to look out. But keep glued to my videos, and I'll be telling you, okay, guys, it's time is right. We've made some money. Let's get out of here. Let's put it somewhere, and then we can talk about what to do next. In short, we'll be putting them in stable coins, waiting for that market to go down. Your crypto is always pegged in a stable coin to a dollar. So if you put in 100,000, it will always remain 100,000 regardless of what the crypto market's doing. And then you could either back in when the crypto market goes down by 78%, and then you wait for it to rise again in 2.5, 3 years. And that's really where you make the mass amounts of money when you go back in, life-changing amounts. But we'll talk more about that come nearer the time. And finally, on this indicator, you have what's the ether percentages. So if I just find it here, it's 12.3, and as you can see, that's rising, which I would expect because ether went up, smashed the 2000 mark. So I would expect that to go up, and that, you know, with this going up generally means that Bitcoin's going down. And the gas fees, don't worry too much. That's just how much it costs to buy ether. As we know, it's very expensive, and that's something which hopefully should be addressed in the near future. Okay, so that is the market watch. Let's just quickly look on the chart. Let's have a look. Last 7 days. Yeah, as you can see, it's really been trying to get over that 160. It keeps on getting rejected. We're just getting very sideways movement at the moment. However, Coinbase is having an ICO, and they want obviously the Bitcoin price to go up. So a lot of people are saying the market will be manipulated to actually rise to coincide with that offering. So I'm expecting, hopefully next 2 or 3 days, for it to smash through the 60 and hit up to 65.70. So certainly keep your eyes on the price. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the crypto news. So I was just typing in news before this video, and it's interesting. In Australia, one of our national channels, a bit like the BBC, is Nine News, and I just thought, well, that's interesting. Let's just see how the adoption generally is going and what the general public is saying. So it's just quite interesting looking through this. So you know, they've got more of a general thing. We all know this Bitcoin more than doubled price in 2021. Talked about NFTs, which, you know, is digital art, and this is making massive amounts of headlines with celebrities getting on board, and then you got the first tweet that we had being auctioned off and all sorts of things like that. Again, we talk about NFTs, and you may think, oh, there's a lot of NFT stuff, so perhaps it's worth investing in a coin around that sort of space. That's kind of the thinking, I think. Um, and then the news goes on. So it's quite good to see these news articles. And of course, the more people, the more adoption we have, generally it means that more people put money into crypto, and then the prices will go up for us. In fact, I had two neighbours last week knock on my door and say, Nick, I hear you're into crypto. Could you help me get in? So I did, and they pumped a fair amount in, and they're already doing very well. So it's really interesting, by looking at these headlines, just to gain a general sense of the adoption. Also, we've heard a lot about PayPal accepting crypto now. Um, we're not too sure exactly when they get the crypto, what they're going to do with it. We think they're just going to hold it, but it shows sure sign of this adoption. And of course, Visa as well has said similar things. Again, it's great to hear these massive institutions adopting it, and it can only do one thing to the price, and that's to push it up. Okay, now Ether, as I mentioned before, that's smashed through the 2000. Let's have a quick look at the charts. So if we just have a look here, as you can see, it's green, which means it's going up. So it's smashed past the 2000. It's at 2122 as of this recording. Let's just have a look at the last 7 days. I mean, wow. So if you invested then, you'd certainly be smiling here, wouldn't you? It's gone up almost $300. So that's at 15%. So my head may be wrong, but yeah, around that. So it's certainly, and some people are saying, because a lot of these smart contracts run on the back of Ethereum, PayPal, Visa, etc., need a network for it to run. They can't run on the Bitcoin network. So the next one's Ether. There are a few competing with Ether, but generally speaking, people are saying they should get to 3,000 pretty soon. And if we go back, let's say 1 month, you'll see it's been a lot of sides. Does this look recognized, a bit like Bitcoin, where it's going sideways and then suddenly bang, up it goes. So the future is very bright for Ethereum. People say, should I buy? Absolutely. I think it's still undervalued. It's still got lots of legs. Or ADA, Cardano, which is in competition with Ether, which has very exciting, and that's had some sideways movements. If you're I would say slightly less, so slightly more risky. I would probably put my money, and in fact I am at the moment. I'll be putting more into ADA Cardano, which is this one. As you can see, this had let's go back 7 days. Yeah, so this had a bit of a spike, a bit of a pump, and then it's just gone back down. So now again is a very good time to buy into ADA, and people are predicting this to go up to $5 very soon, certainly past 2 anyway. So it's a good plan. Okay, so let's just talk about the future of Bitcoin. So we know that we're probably 2/5 through this bull run. It's usually the last fifth or 4/5 of the cycle that we see the parabolic rises of Bitcoin and the alts. That's when we'll really be making our money. However, we need to time it right, because we know, if we look back through charts, that alts can drop as much as 97%, and Bitcoin I think 70 or 80. So you really got to time it right, but it's such an exciting time, and it's not too late. People are saying, have I missed the boat? No, you certainly haven't. The assets are still rising. Still a good time to buy. We're seeing mass adoption happening. We're seeing big investment banks. So talking about actually what they think. So JP Morgan, who are very conservative, they think that Bitcoin by the end of the year will go to 130,000. I've heard people saying 350,000, and these are experts who are backing it up with technical analysis. They're all basically saying one thing: it's going up. So I'm extremely bullish. I like everybody else at the moment. The fundamentals are great. Money's pouring into Bitcoin. More people from the public are talking about it. Um, Companies, including my brother, have bought loads of Bitcoin and are doing very well out of it. And so it's a great time to get in. If you want to buy any Bitcoin, I have links down the bottom. I'm in Australia. If you want to use Independent Reserve, that's what I've been using for many years. They're very good. I've got a reference code there. Crypto.com is another platform which is very good. You can get a credit card through them and actually buy stuff through your credit card, which takes it off your crypto. It's like a prepaid crypto account, and that's very good. And also, they do very good staking. And staking's where it's a high interest account, so you can get up to 6.5% paid weekly if you put money into an account on Crypto.com, which is all backed by insurance. So you've got that assurance as well, which is great. Again, the link is down below for them. I really strongly recommend them. I wouldn't say the support is the best, but certainly if you want a functional place where your Bitcoin will earn you money or your other altcoins, is a place to check out. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.